Hi everyone, this is Madeline Peterson and I'm with my twin sister Megan.
Hi!
And she just watched all of our vlogs on Facebook and she just has a couple questions and reactions to what I experienced over in Telluride, Colorado.
So after watching all of the vlogs, it seemed like so much fun. And one of the quick questions that I have was, what was it like being surrounded by mountains, and why did it make the atmosphere better for that film festival?
Oh, that's a good question. So being in Telluride, Colorado was definitely amazing because what I've heard from different people, it's like the Switzerland of America. So it's encompassed by mountains, and because this film festival is kind of more of, or it started out as kind of adventurous, documentaries kind of showing sports and that kind of way, and it just, everybody's sporty there, everybody skis, they go hiking, there's waterfalls, there's the valley floor. We actually saw a documentary called The Valley, which kind of documented how important the land is to these people in Telluride, and that was a documentary in the festival, so that was really cool to watch. Yeah, so the mountains are a perfect place to have it, and just have everybody there just enjoying the beautiful landscape and everything that was encompassed there, so yeah.
What did you get to do while you were volunteering during the film festival?
Okay, so that was one of the big parts of us being there, was volunteering at this film festival, which was just absolutely amazing. And what I did personally is I took tickets. Most people had badges to get scanned, but what I did personally was take tickets, the people that didn't get badges, and they just bought tickets like at the hospitality place or something like that. So I just took their tickets and they were able to go in, and it was still really cool to see everybody just lining up to see all these films, and it was just a really cool experience. So
Were there multiple going on at the same time?
Yeah. So there was, so I was at the Nugget Theater, which only had seated around 165 people. And so if it was full, I just got to sit in the back and watch them.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And but other people were at the Palm Theater, which seated like 600 people. And yeah, so other people, like, they ushered, or they scanned the badges, or just kind of showed people around, like where the bathroom was or where the concession stand was and stuff like that. So yeah.
So during the film festival, there were many different filmmakers there. So who were the ones that you met, and did they have any insight to give you or advice?
Oh, that's a good question. So there were a ton of filmmakers there, and at least during the festival itself, the screenings, they had different Q&As and talking about their experience, and different people got to ask them questions. But our group personally was able to meet a bunch of filmmakers. Actually, the first day we got to meet Beth and George Gage, which they didn't have any films this year, but they have in the past, and they had some pretty good insight.
Some of you had mentioned writing and film, and what's very good for us is I'm sort of the writer, the story person, and George is the visual, the camera person, and so that's a good, happens to be a good combination. You know, we're not both trying to do the same thing all the time.
We also got to meet Tom Shadyac, which is the director of Bruce Almighty and Liar Liar, and he just had a lot of insight, and which also include,
like, when you see something you love wounded or hurt, a person or a natural landscape, the hurt that you feel is absolutely natural. It's what do you do with the hurt, right? If you transform it, Maya Angelou used to say, you write it, you dance it, you paint it, you protest it, you walk it, you legislate it, you do something with it. And the spirit with which you do it is going to determine how effective you are, right?
So he was just really helpful as a filmmaker, and his perspective is so amazing because he's very successful right now, and he's making other films too, which is, I'm really excited.
Would you like to go again in the future if you get a chance to?
I think I definitely would. It was an amazing experience, and I went with so many great people, and I got really close with my classmates, which was really fun. The experience, the place is just so welcoming. Like, I've heard a lot during my time in Telluride that Minnesotans are known for Minnesota nice, but Telluride the people there was just so welcoming and open to everything, and it was just absolutely awesome. So I definitely want to go again, even if it doesn't have to happen to be with school, the travel study next year. I hope to one day make it to Telluride for the film festival one more time at least in my life. So.
Besides the film festival itself, did you get to do anything else while you were in Telluride?
Had Telluride, and they had High Camp, which is kind of the ski resort place. And so there was a free gondola. So you got to ride up kind of, if you don't know what a gondola is, it's just a ski lift, but you're boxed in. And so you got to go up on this slope, and you got to see the mountains, and you got to be really high up and see Telluride as like in its fullness. And then you got to go to High Camp, and they had the Madeline hotels and ski resorts, so that was pretty cool. But other than that, there was a lot of hiking, there was waterfalls, and they had a lot of really cool souvenir shops, and I got a bunch of stickers and shirts and hats and stuff, so that was really fun. And there was also a reading frenzy. They had a lot of free stuff. The North Face actually sponsored the festival.
Wow.
Yeah. And so they had a lot of like biking and hiking and all this stuff that you could do. And so the reading frenzy, which I was talking about before, you can go to the AHA building, which is kind of the art school there. You can go in, and there were a bunch of authors that were just signing books and had their books kind of sporty adventure. So they had a lot of biographies of what they did, and so it was really cool to meet some new people and hear people's stories. And also Oprah was there too, but I wasn't able to go, but some of my classmates were able to go, and she did kind of a special talk. And so yeah, because she actually has a house over there.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was just, in all, just an amazing experience, and I'm so happy I was able to go. So thank you, Megan, for asking all those questions. It was really fun to talk with you.
No problem. Thank you for answering all the questions that I had.
Well, okay, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.